From what I know about IMA gaming, is they're a very tactical. They're not all about having the fastest guns and the quickest shots,
Hmm.
but this map does kind of favor that play. Lag, it seems to be more of their map, just because of how open the map is and the fact that through B you can get to either the burn on either flag within about 10 to 15 seconds,
Hmm.
roughly. So it really does push for close combat, quick reaction shots kind of play style.
Right. Um. Yeah. Do we
So
know
yeah,
when they are actually going to be starting?
they're just waiting to get two more players in. They only got four here. So yeah, as I was saying, this map does favor the more sort of aggressive, sort of quick shooting player. This isn't a map, like Lockers or hell, most of the maps in this game where there's a real set lane to push and hold. Where there's these hallways or corridors. It's a very open map, so it favors the better shooter in most circumstances. I mean, from what I talked to the lag guys and from what I've heard about them in the comp scene from players who played against them, they say that they're very good shots.
Hmm.
Both these teams have been around since Bad Company 2, so there's that. I'm sorry, both teams have been around since Battlefield 2. IMA has actually been around since 1942, from what I've heard, and
The game, not the
that's a
year.
really long time. Yeah, they've been around since Battlefield 1942. So they got a lot of old guard players. Lag has had a team that was pretty competitive in Battlefield 2, and a lot of their players have recently got back into the competitive swing since 3 and in this game. So I mean, both of these teams are kind of well-known teams from back in the day and trying to make a name for themselves today.
Hmm.
IMA is kind of known for their strict recruiting process too. It's kind of similar to our own clan, PMSH2O, with the fact that there's a waiting period and players don't just players don't get the tags in a week and they're a part of the clan.
What do you feel are going to be some of the hot spots in the map, knowing what you know about the two teams?
Um, B is going to be a really, really hotly contested spot. Obviously.
I mean, it's the control point of the entire map.
You're going to see a lot of gunfights from the stair side of A and B down. I'm sorry, from A and C into B, and you're going to see a little bit of outside pushes. So you're going to see a little bit of everything. From whatever I've played and what I've seen of this map, there isn't really so many hotspots as much as it is getting up into one of the higher buildings and sort of taking over.
Taking advantage of the vertical combat.
Yep, and then getting a nice foothold on B.
Absolutely.
But this map is very, very big on rotations, and once one flag is starting to burn, you take the other one. An interesting tidbit that I might have for you guys about IMA as opposed to LAG is IMA is a team that's very methodical, as I mentioned before, but I have never seen them go for a 3 flag cap, ever. I watched a couple of their scrims, and I've even talked to some of their players last night, and they just don't do it.
Is there a particular reason you think they don't?
Well, from what I heard from them is they just don't like the aggression and how they feel like it's too greedy. They could just sit and hold 2 flags. If they take 3, they can lose 2 in an instant because they're spreading themselves out too thin. Um, on some maps, they have a really, really well-defined plan and sort of roles and where everybody fits in certain spots and positions. On this map, it's kind of hard to do that.
Right.
I'm just checking in on the teams.
It looks like we got 5 on both sides right now.
Yep. Okay, so we should be live in about a minute or so. So what are you looking forward
We
to?
are a
on this
little
one?
over the time for the scheduled match, but I mean that happens.
Yeah.
What was that?
What are you looking forward to seeing in this match? What are you expecting out of these teams?
I mean, to be honest, I haven't seen a whole lot of these teams play before, so really, for me, I'm just really looking forward to seeing both of them, you know, seeing how they play. It's going to be, in my opinion, I think it's going to be a pretty exciting match.
Um, I I personally feel like Lag's got the advantage here. If you put a gun to my head and make me pick a team, I'm gonna say it's Lag.
Is there a reason for that, or is it
The map fits their style. The team didn't see too the other guys didn't seem too confident on playing this map. They got some shooters and they got some skill
I
guys,
mean, that's
but
that's the kind of I mean that's kind of like my feeling on Lancang Dam is that I mean some people really love it and it works for them and they can play to it, and then for others it's just it's kind of awful.
well, I'll tell you where my personal feelings on this map is from the couple of scrims that I did and a lot of the pubbing that I've done. I've actually run into this map a lot in pubs. If I'm better, if I have a better shot than the players I'm playing against, I do really, really well. If I don't, my numbers barely break 500, if that. I was playing against some really good shots, some former Nexus guys, and I got the business handled to me. About a week ago, I want to say. So this map really does favor the better shot.
Yeah, I mean, and whenever I'm pubbing on this game like Conquest or something, honestly, I always find myself just getting torn up by vehicles. It's really hard to be infantry, and I mean, even if you're escaping the vehicles, there tend to always be snipers on the top of the building, so it gets
Yeah,
frustrating fast.
I mean, you're not going to see that too much because this is Dom and there's only
Yeah,
five
I
on
mean,
five.
I don't expect to see a whole lot of sniping, but I think if whatever team does take advantage of the rooftops or the up highs, might
I
factor
completely
that in
doubt their
somewhere.
team's going to take that. From speaking to both teams and looking at IMA, a couple of their scrims, and a couple of their matches that they posted, they're pretty much exclusively Scar H and Ace 23 users. I mean, that's pretty much all everybody uses in this game. Some guys like the AEK, the skill cannon still, but the other weapons are really close in performance, and they're a lot easier to handle. But yeah, that's. I don't see. I don't feel like we're going to see too much roof play here. I do see that we're going to see a lot of the window stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Since the roof is just kind of a pain to get to.
It is.
As a matter of fact, CEVO is the only league that allows roofs in this game, so there's that too.
I don't think I was even aware of that.
Yep. Unless they made a special exemption for this map, but every map that I know that has roofs, they don't allow it.
Even if there's complete roof access, like you don't have to like land on it or something. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, no, you really shouldn't.
Hmm.
So, basically, oh wow, that's Daskro tweeted us out. That's really awesome of him. Thanks a lot, Daskro. Thanks a lot. So yeah, as I was saying before, this is okay, here we go. We're gonna be starting. This is a really big CQB map. There's not so much lanes and it's very open, so I like lag here. I mean, you put it on a map like Lockers, I think we have a different story here.
Mm-hmm.
But oh, and some players to watch out for is Private Plum and Private Psycho on lag. I've been hearing some pretty good things about them. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to catch any of their matches anywhere. I tried to look for them last night. I really couldn't find anything.
Okay, and it looks like we are just about ready to start.
You don't happen to be getting the weird blur thing, do you?
I don't see it yet. Let me see. No, I'm not getting it.
Awesome. That's so much. That's really important for you. Yeah, I can deal with it. I think if all the viewers had to, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, I can see how that would be an issue.
Okay, so for those of you who aren't too familiar about TWL's rules, is it's a best of three, and the ticket count does not matter unless there's tiebreakers.
Right away, everyone is rushing into B, which is pretty much expected. Got to reload by Psycho. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see
Psycho's
IMA.
down.
If you go to the tabletop view, you can kind of see them putting 2 in A as opposed to, Lag, who just put 1 in C, capped it, and then moved into B. You could see that they're the more aggressive team.
Yeah. Lag just took out a couple of IMA's guys running into B. That was, I mean, B seems to be where all the gunfights are coming on right now.
You might want to keep your eye on Private Plum here. He's in a pretty nice
I'm on
spot.
him right now.
Yeah, this
And
is
right away,
probably...
that vertical combat through the windows is just happening.
Yep. I don't think I've ever seen anybody rock a magnifier in comp play yet. This is a first.
Master goes down.
Ooh.
Eclipse
Ooh.
is down. Private Plum got him.
Nice trade. That famous Battlefield 4 netcode, guys.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's so much more of a problem because you have players that are near equal skill levels,
Mm-hmm.
So I got my eyes on Private Psycho. He's actually rocking a FAMAS. That's something I haven't seen too much of. And he gets the nice little kill here on Consensus. So who you got an eye on right now?
Right now, Psycho. And he is...
He's got the cap on a... what do we got here?
Yeah,
Oh,
Eclipse
Lag
just went
seems to be...
down.
Lag seems to be rotating around to try to pick up C. Nice pick up a C there.
Okay.
B's still being pretty hotly contested.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the amount of action going on in a B is just it's almost hard to follow.
Ooh, Plum with a nice little kill there.
Yeah.
Oh, and Plum just gets taken out.
We got Wolf rushing into C underneath. Let's see.
Alright, so Wolf takes out daily tasks, and let's see if he can get the second one. Ooh, nice double. Daily task is actually one of the better IMA players.
Okay, Plum just takes out Spanky Doodle. He seems to be holding down where is that? A pretty
Still
well.
on one? Hey, gets taken out.
Plum is down.
Psycho seems to be getting himself in some trouble. Yikes!
Yeah, general consensus just unloaded.
Handle business, I guess.
And general consensus is down. Plum got him. Spanky Doodle
Look at
just
how
got
Wolf
hit by a
gets it.
grenade. He tried to avoid it, but he just couldn't.
Wolf's using that upstairs combat, holding up in it looks like C. This motion blur is pretty annoying, guys.
We got Spanky Doodle up top looking down at B. Now he's rushing down. Let's see. Looks like he's trying to flank them. Let's see if he could do it. And yeah, he seems to get the drop. Nah, Psycho gets him. I mean, even though he successfully flanked him, but he just didn't have the response. Seems to have calmed down a bit for...
Yep. Lag taking a pretty nice sizable lead here. Let's see where we got some action. Yeah, it's actually really quiet out here.
I mean, it seems so far like what you said is pretty much coming to fruition. Lag just seems a lot more comfortable with the map. Mastro is down. I believe that's Master.
IMA is trying to take over B. Daily Tasks is sitting here. Actually, there's around 3 of them here trying to take over B.
Yep.
You need to get on that burn, though.
I'm
just peeking right away from it. Just a few more feet and they could be taking this flag. Awesome. Yep. Eclipse is sitting here. Trying to handle work. So,
Master
IMA
just takes off Wolf, and he gets taken out by Plum.
IMA
Quick
trying to
reload on
hold
Plum's
B.
behalf for that one.
Ooh, Plum gets taken down.
Wolf's taking shots. He runs upstairs but can't avoid it. He's down.
Private Psycho.
Clip's rushing upstairs.
There is a hell of a lot going on here at B.
Oh yeah.
IMA is currently trying
Plum
to pick
just
up
takes
C.
down at least, what, that looks like 2, maybe 3 people. Over.
If IMA really wants to win this game, they need to pick up another flag.
Absolutely. I mean, the way it's going now, it looks like this round is pretty much belongs to Lag.
And I mean, you know, Lag is just they're taking over the flag count. They're taking over the you know, the kill count. It's this is a hard game for them. I mean, they're sitting here on one flag and they can't ever get the second one.
You mean IMA?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I mean, they're holding their own at sea, but they're just not doing well anywhere else.
You know, like I said, they're a really good team. You know, handling their lanes and working well as a group and, you know, in sort of team pushes, but just not open.
Plum, and then he takes down Wolf too.
This is the kind of stuff they need.
But
they just lost
completely
C.
avoids the guy to the left behind the planter. He was literally, well, maybe that was to his right. I mean, I seen him clear as day. I don't know how he missed him. The adrenaline, maybe.
I completely missed him. But then again, that's why I'm a caster and not a player, guys.
Okay,
Yikes.
Plum almost successfully clears them out, but gets taken out. I couldn't tell by who. I didn't get a chance to grab the name.
Yeah, the IMA team is, we got the daily tasks here trying to pick up A. He's down here on the bottom.
Looks like IMA is pretty much alone at B right now as well. Yeah, I don't... But they're not burning the flag,
I mean,
so...
honestly though, barring a miracle, this is... We're gonna see game 2 real soon.
Yeah, I mean, this is round 1 lag, clearly. Spanky Doodle just takes out Reichel. Hope I pronounced that right.
You know, daily tasks, every time I switch over to him, is doing a pretty good job.
He puts in work. I mean, his daily task is obviously getting lots of kills. I mean, I'd say a couple of my favorite players to watch so far has been Task, Plum, and Psycho. I mean, they're really starting to hold out right now, which seems like a little too late situation.
Wondering where this strong play was about 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, I mean, they've been on eight tickets for quite a while now, and well, now we're on 7. But yeah, it seems like now they're just slowly.
I mean, it's not like they don't have skilled players or they don't have. It's just this is really their zone.
Curiosity, is it a tally score or is it just round
nope,
by round?
Nope, it's round to round.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I would probably just save your best maneuvers for the next round and let it, whatever happens happen at this point,
I completely agree. I think this is just them though trying to get loose, and you see them kind of breaking away from that slow push. You see them kind of just cutting free. Maybe in the second round, if they can push with that, we might see a much better game.
Hopefully. And there you go. Lag takes the first round. Do they switch sides now?
Yes they do.
Okay.
These are things you should know before the cast.
That's probably true.
I mean, that's why we get paid the big bucks.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, so it's just me then.
I guess so. Why am I doing most of the work then?
Listen, I'm the color commentator, all right? I'm John Madden. You're Pat Summer.